Hello, Jack. Good to see you. How you doing? How's your weekend going? I hope you're doing well, friend. Missed you the last couple streams. Oh, I sit down and my stomach starts going rawr. I might have to take a break shortly. I was up on Martin's channel and we were doing some pennies, and I have everything out. So, and the cameras, I don't leave my mic and cameras set up, and they're set up. So I figured I'd do a few more rolls. It's a bit cold outside. Also really sore. I rode my electric skateboard first time this year. Well, first time in 10 months since I've rode electric skateboard. I mean, I was riding skateboards when it was warm, but I traveled about 4 kilometers, a little over 4 kilometers. I think like 4.2 kilometers. It's maybe like 2.5 miles or something. So I'm feeling that today. Well, I got everything nice. Wish I had room for another bookshelf. I need to get rid of some of my stuff. Been saying it for a while. Like even my coins. It's one of the reasons I really started going through all these pennies. I really need them gone, you know, to find a new home. Well, I need the space. Main thing is I need the space. You know, like I had so much space in my place before I got into all these coins. It's just like, damn. So I've been trying to get through these pennies. The nickels. When I went through my nickels, I weaned my nickels down to half of what I had. I had that collection. I went through the collection and I went through what I had. I figured there's no reason for me to keep nickels just because they're nickel. If they're scratched, I got rid of them. I only kept the ones that are in good condition. But of the ones that I was getting rid of, I kept like 2 good ones from each year that are in a roll for you. So whatever years you're missing, I can send you if I have them. Making a coffee. Remind me about that in about 5 minutes. So I don't know what years I have, but of the extras that I had, I kept a couple of each because I remember you asked. Yeah, I really want to get rid of all of these pennies, and then I want to get rid of my Voyager dollars, and I want to go through my half dollars, and then I narrowed down my quarters, but I think I need to go through them again, and my loonies, and then my toonies. There's too much. It's nice to have them, but they're not selling. Hi, Kevin. The toonies, I might keep more of them. They're a little more popular and they're uncirculated. Did you look into that payment, Jack? I'm pretty sure you got it back. I didn't know you were looking for a box, Jack. I remember you saying you found that one coin that you're trying to bring to the fun show. I rewatch a lot of my streams, so stuff that I miss, I sometimes see after the fact. Probably I guess Monday, I'm going to do a short stream. I'm going to be starting some donation giveaways again. And one of the coins is an indigenous coin, the Daphne Jig. What am I? I'm on the wrong screen here. I think this is what I'm looking for. That'll do. You know, you said it's easy for you to record videos. If it's easy for you to record videos, then it should be easy for you to stream also. Oh, I guess after I finish this roll, I did Lincoln book last night. Pardon me. Did pretty good considering I found the coins all in Canada. So I separate the copper, the zinc, and there's a few errors I look for. When you do... Oh, yeah, I know the feeling. I'm surprised my legs can still handle skating, to tell you the truth. But it beats walking. Like sometimes I walk a kilometer, which is less than a mile, and then I'm done for the day. Skating, I definitely go a lot more places and go out a lot more and travel a lot further when I do, so I'm happy to have it. It's like, thank you to everyone who did buy stuff from me and support my auctions, because really that's what helped me to get that. And I'm glad the other board fell through, because the one I ended up getting is actually, I should move this camera lower, actually ended up being pretty nice, all considered. It's different than what I'm used to, because I've been riding the same board for so long. It has bigger wheels that are softer, and the trucks, which are like the axles, if you didn't know, have a large rubber like bushing between them and the board, and the grip tape on the skateboard deck even has like a 1/4 inch of foam, so all together the board rides a lot smoother on the shitty roads, the city roads. Hi Lester, good to see you. How you doing? Welcome. We missed you on Tuesday. I put some notes in and I was telling everyone they're for you, and everyone bought them up. It's good to see you. Okay, this camera, I should probably move it closer because I should be able to see the dates. Like, I can almost see the dates. Like, how close can I focus? Yeah, if I get this closer. Hold on, give me a second. I want to move this camera down so we can all see a little better what's happening. I had it closer. Hey Martin, I didn't read your reply. Oh shoot, don't look at my crotch. I'm just trying to... I'm repositioning my camera. I mean, I didn't read it to myself. I was already streaming when it came through. But I appreciate you, if it's not already obvious. I think if we lived closer and maybe we were a couple of years closer in age, we probably would have got along very well. Even if it was during, I had a similar period in my life as what you were saying. Probably would have had fun. Fast fun. Tomorrow will be. Yesterday it was damn cold. I was freezing. I was wearing half gloves. My fingers were exposed and it was right around freezing. Probably like 31 freedom units. Oh my goodness. The cold was biting my fingers. But I mean, like I was saying, skating beats walking. The board, I'm comfortable going like 25 kilometers an hour, and the average human walks 4 kilometers an hour. So it's 6 times faster, right? It is more brutal because you get full wind chill, right? But I mean, a lot of it depends where and how far I'm traveling. Like I'm in the largest city in Canada. There's only 2 cities in the US larger than Toronto, and I mean, getting around it beats public transit most places. Like I have to be going pretty far for public transit to be better, and then even driving certain places in the city, it's crazy. Like ask Martin. Martin was here years ago and it was already bad. It's only got worse. Like I've live streamed on my skateboard and I'm just passing all the traffic. Like I'm literally passing the traffic. But again, it depends where you're going. Like there's certain places where it's a car, if you're going clear across town, you know. But I live between downtown and the suburbs, and usually I'm going downtown. Hi, NC Prospector. What's going on, brother? This monk, I didn't miss anyone, did I? No. Yeah, there's some days I walk a kilometer and I'm toast for the rest of the day. It really depends. But not this last winter, but even in previous winters, sometimes skating is better. Like skating 5 minutes each way to and from somewhere is better than spending like 25 minutes walking, you know. Just dress appropriately, freeze your ass off for a second and get it done. Hope everyone's doing well. That's a new name. Welcome to the Block Blockers YouTube channel. It's good to see you, Raymond. Where are you from? What do you collect? I am in Toronto, Canada. I collect a bunch of stuff. So as far as silver, the thing I enjoy collecting most is glow-in-the-dark silver coins. And I coin roll hunt. I got my last recent stash is 10 boxes of Canadian small cents, and I actually just today started box 5 of 10. I've had many boxes previous, but my current little hoard that I'm working my way through is 10 boxes. I have weekly coin sales. Let me get that in here. And I do, not often, I do giveaways like once a month. Every Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern Streamer Time, I get ancient coins, banknotes, Canadian coins, US coins, error coins, silver coins, and I ship to the US directly via the United States Postal Service. I can send up to $800 US tax, tariff, and duty free, and the shipping is pretty low. Yeah. Let's see. Jack Galman and Lester Exton are Americans who have bought stuff from me. So I put that out there. I don't know if you buy stuff on the onlines, but I do like to let people know. I just recently started doing my sales again, so trying to get the word out. How'd you find us? Hi, Amanda. Is YouTube being nice to me again and telling people about my channel? It's awesome when it does that. Oh, I was gonna show this. I said after I finished that roll. Oops. Oh. Let me put those there. 2006. So I'm just separating copper, zinc, looking for errors. And 82, that's a nice 82. Wanted to show. Nice. It's always nice when that happens. That's like the one time I actually appreciate YouTube. And it's the one, that's probably, Martin, the one, I mean, if I did videos like CAD Roll Hunter, I'd probably get pushed out too, but differently. Like YouTube has multiple algorithms. If you're live, then people will see your live. If you just do videos, people will see your videos. So I put this together last night. This is all from, I found all of these coinrollhunting Canadian small cents. Isn't that awesome? 59 to 98. And I wasn't even looking for all of the years. Just as I go through rolls, I go, oh, that's looking pretty red. And I literally just put the red Americans aside into rolls. I had 16 rolls. And then last night I went through them. Half of them were this date range, and I sorted them all by year. And then I scoped, after they were sorted by year, I scoped them all looking for mint and cherry picking the best ones. And I put them into this book. And I made a list of the ones I'm missing if anyone wants to help, but please only send red ones. Because I certainly, if I was being picky, I probably could have found brown ones for each year, and maybe I should have, but... And then that's the memorial reverse. Isn't that pretty? I can't remember what year that is. So that was last night. Hey, Fervid. I don't know. There is a few neat ones. Sometimes I wonder when they go rainbow like that. I really don't know. Probably stuck in something that had some weird kind of off-gassing. I don't know. I just remember I put that one aside because it was so colorful, and then I was like, oh, that will be perfect right here. So I'm just going through some small cents. I'd like to do 15 rolls, and then that will put me halfway through this box that I started today. There are some bot commands if you want to have fun with the bot. There's also exclamation fact and exclamation dictionary that are not listed there. Let me come back to this one. Oh. If y'all would, I'll get it after this roll. Remind me after this roll. I have a coffee steeping that I want to make. I think Fervid did pretty good. I didn't catch his whole thing. I was running around with my head off, finding lots of US. I'm gonna need to get a roll for those soon. Ooh, not bad for a 73. 82, 74, 81, 51 is the oldest I've found so far. 2008. So I'm happy about that. I just need to find the other book, the book for the US cents that's $19.99 onward. For some reason it's $20. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand why that book's so expensive. Canadian, but still. All the other books were like $6-7. I don't actually. I think I looked at it last night. It was like 15 and change. It went down a little bit, but still taxes. That's from the Jungle website. I don't know. I want to pay $18 for a book. It's almost like no. I got to remember when I go to the coin shop to ask if he has any. So if he has a used one, he'll probably just give it to me for free. Digger was bugging me. Yeah, he was by the door, wasn't he? You were saying. Let me make sure I'm not missing any chat. Nice tone name, Missy Fred. I have just never seen one like that. I'm sure it would be a high demand. I have some Canadian. I have a whole bag of Canadians. When they have nice toning, I put them aside. That's another thing that I need to do. Go through sort all of my toned coins by year, and then pick which ones I want to put in a book. I've been wanting to do a book of just coins that are completely toned because I keep finding them. At first I wasn't even putting them aside, and then I was like, you know what, if I don't start putting these aside, I'm gonna regret it. So I have like maybe 8 rolls of cents that are just have interesting toning, and I just want to make a whole book of coins that are toned. Nice. It's good you had fun with that. Who's gonna send me some pictures? Sneak preview. Pictures of what, Jack? Of your place? No. Film a video and post it. Actually, make it your first live stream. Be like, here we go, folks. Here's the new place. You know, you say filming videos is easy, so streaming should be easy too. You know, it's like, I think that streaming is easier than recording and editing videos. And if you say recording a video is easy, then streaming should be even easier. I think perhaps you might be overcomplicating it with wanting to use OBS and all of that. Furvid's a big nerd. It doesn't mean you need to be, Jack. You know, look at AG Iowa. He streams vertically from his phone. And his scope, he has the same, might be the same or a similar one to you. And so he streams from his phone, and then when he has to put a coin under the scope, he literally just has his phone pointing at the screen of the scope. So he could plug it into OBS and do, but he just does vertical on his phone, and he's probably up over 400 now. He does a 30-minute stream in the morning and the evenings usually, and he just keeping consistent at that one thing that he does. He'll probably be bigger than me by summer, like subscriber count, and there's a good chance he'll hit 1,000 by the end of the year at the pace he's going. Do you like Vista albums? I know they're not made in USA, but I feel like they're nicer than the whip. Oh yeah. Just they don't. Oh yeah, there is Vista albums for the US cents, aren't there? I just never got them. The Vista albums, I only get them when I'm at a coin show, because if you buy a bunch, they'll give you a discount. But I hear they have quality control issues. Actually, I'm thinking of the Cascade. I buy the Cascade albums. Cascade is the low-end ones, and Vista is the ones that Morton and Lester have. And then there's an even higher, there's a higher tier that they have, and Tarragon Sioux has those ones. There's some feature in YouTube where it pulls out clips and turns them into shorts. I gotta look into that. No, Vista Nature over a year still can't get to any page, and they're now dated 10 years. Yeah. I should ask that the next time I see them at a coin show. Like, why aren't you? I think they said they're working on it. There was something that was weird to me. I think they're Cascade books. They all have like a similar look. And then they came out with the one for the commemorative loonies, and it's different. Like the design on the edge and the cover, like the outside of the binder is different. It's weird. Like, why would you have all of them one way and then suddenly make a new one that's different than the rest? Like, it doesn't look good on the shelf, in my opinion. It's just kind of weird. I remember at one of the last shows I talked to them, I was like, how come you don't have a book just for silver rounds, like maples? And the dude, I don't know who he was. He must have been like someone higher up. He's like, oh, that's a good idea. We might have to do that. If you ever come to a show and you see that I have that, you remind me and I'll give you one for free. Amanda's going to check on her lasagna. The only nickel book I have is 1922, 1960. That's a good spread. Is it a Whitman? Who the heck is that? No, I was watching some other stuff while I had your stream on. So I had you playing, but I was muting to hear someone else. I'm gonna go make my coffee too. I'll be a second, chat. I'm Batman. I think we got 322 quotes. You're trying to say none of it? Yeah, I have uncirculated rolls of all of them since the Black Rim Toonie. I hope I can keep that going. I really do. Yeah, I try not to talk shit about the coins. They're all nice in their own way. It's just some people like more than others. If you see them at a show, you're better off asking them. Like, I think they have inventory issues too. How many? Who knows? Who knows? I would say, if you are like my label maker, you can get the clear tape for them and just print it, and it should look pretty unintrusive. Like, the tape I used to label the electric Jenga, did you see that? Yeah, I could probably make them for you. That'd be a labor of love, typing all of that into the little thing. Yeah, that should probably won't happen again. That was no fun. I don't think that setting button worked. I had to play it once because Miss Junk kept bugging me. When are you gonna play it? I don't know how it came to pass that thing ended up getting sent to me. You can't get the pages? I'll try and remember. I think they'll be at the Toronto show in a couple weeks. So I'll try and remember to ask them. No pages. I have no idea. That's pretty annoying, though. Wonder if we'll find anything interesting today. I don't know. I don't know. Beef stroganoff. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner yet. Ooh. 2009. That one's nice. I don't even think I have one that nice yet. Sweet. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. I do not know. I'm trying to remember to ask them. I can't remember if oh yeah. I had my friend, I'll talk to you about that off stream. Remind me about the lighthouse thing and I'll tell you. Hey John Chum, what's happening? Checking to see if anything was happening in the city this weekend. Oh my goodness, you know what surprise? There are so many box muncher events happening in the city this weekend. I don't know, would it be better for me just to say the word? What the heck? And I was looking, the Gichama doesn't start doing lake tours until May. I might do that. I was looking at GoPros, and I'm contemplating, do I want, because I was thinking to buy a GoPro, because if I skate around with my phone and I drop my phone and break my phone, that's a headache. But my phone costs less than a GoPro, so is it even worth it? Because I might not break my phone. And if I break my phone, then not buying a GoPro, I'd have the money to replace the phone. But if I buy a GoPro, I'm not going to break my phone. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. A GoPro is easier to fling around. Probably gonna film just fine until I gotta show something close up. Hope you didn't burn the lasagna, Amanda. Hey, remote. Welcome in. How you doing? Keep finding all these foreign coins. Another one. I need to get a roller for them or something. 2005, no mark. Hey, Nick. Fossabot said you're Batman. I have a GoPro 5. It worked good. It's just the GoPro 5 was pre-stabilization. The stabilization came out in version 7, and since I'm on the skateboard and like always moving, it would be a lot better to have one with the stabilization. I bought it second. I think they were at like 8 or 9 when I bought the 5. I never buy the current thing because it's always a better deal to buy the older one. And I got a lot of use out of it. It worked well. I'm thinking about selling. I have like 3 older I have the GoPro 5 and I have 2 other action cameras. So I'm thinking about selling them all for like $50 or something to put that towards the GoPro. The GoPro I'm looking at, a GoPro I think 12 is like 400 Canadian, which is about 300 US, which is not bad. It's worth it for the stabilization to get like buttery smooth shots while I'm riding around. What's going on, Nick? Yeah, I live in Toronto. It's the fourth largest city in North America. I asked you a question first. Largest city in Canada, only 2 cities in the US larger than Toronto. There's a lot of stuff that happens here. I get around on an electric skateboard and I like to film some of this stuff, you know, so thinking about getting a GoPro. So exclamation chat rules, be mindful of the chat rules. I have been getting, I have started blocking people. I think most times people will get a verbal warning and then a 24-hour timeout, and then you probably just get blocked. Just be mindful of the chat rules. Please and thank you. '71, 2007, 2000, exclamation chat rules. Thank you, Fervid. And you should get that pop-up when you come in. But yeah, so that'd be like number 2. It's not politics, but you know, we look down the alley, and I was like, hey, don't go down that alley. There's danger down there. So you didn't say anything wrong. Just saying, please be mindful of the rules. You didn't get a pop-up? Is that a PC only thing maybe? Are you on mobile? Yeah, they're in the not everyone looks at the description, and I usually put them in at the beginning of the chat. Not everyone is here at the beginning of the chat, and so I try to, maybe I should set the bot up to do that. You guys aren't getting the pop-up. There should be a pop-up. Let's see. YouTube's always changing stuff, so what do I know? What if I look in here? 10 viewers, 8 likes. I hope the rest of you get your thumbs fixed. It's 2 messages, it can't pin. I can just set my bot up to drop it like every 20 minutes or something. It's not something I'm too worried about. So Martin got the pop-up. Raymond got one when he subscribed. Jack got a notification today. So not while I'm streaming, but I'll probably just set the bot up to punch it in like every, I don't know, 30 minutes is probably a good amount of time. Amanda got the pop-up. So some people, when they come into the chat, there's a pop-up. It basically says, welcome, thanks for clicking in, be nice. And there's nothing wrong with being funny. If you type exclamation quote, I have 322 quotes that are just things that people have said that are funny. Some of them are pretty edgy, but sometimes I don't want to say people. When I say people, myself included, we can get carried away. So it's a channel about coins, and there's an infinite possibility or number of things we can talk about coins without, like there's certain topics that just, it's like Can says, he could talk about the left, the right, or the center, and no matter what he chooses to talk about, someone will get offended or feel alienated or disagree, and they'll leave, right? And I don't need that. And there's just so much to talk about, like chicken and boobies, right? So that's a quote. See, that's it's kind of sexist, but it's edgy, so it's gonna be a quote because it's funny, because it's a woman talking about woman things, right? So like that's a quote too. Chicken and bananas. And quote. Amanda just chillin' 2517. Amanda has got her first quote. Quote number 321. That's right, I removed a couple quotes. Need to go shut down my computer and check the cables. Did your computer update recently? Update your drivers. If you updated your drivers recently, roll back your drivers. Have you installed any software recently? Uninstall that software. Try starting up in safe mode. If it doesn't happen in safe mode, it's a software issue. If you start up in safe mode and it keeps happening, it's a hardware issue, potentially. But then again, if you're in safe mode, it might not be pushing the graphics card. If your graphics card is drawing too much power, but then if your graphics card draws too much power, you think the system would restart. I don't know. There's so many things that could cause that issue. I didn't answer you because I asked how you're doing and you didn't answer me. I have a habit of ignoring people when they ignore me. Anyways, hope you get that sorted. See, so even though it's a bit of I didn't see it, and I saw on Fervid's thing you said that you answered 2017, but it wasn't in there. So maybe let me click on you. You answered after you asked me the question. Sneaky, sneaky. You answered the second time I asked you and I missed it. Sneaky, sneaky. Bye. All right. I do miss chat messages sometimes. If you actually want me to read it, just at me, because I'm looking down here and then like there's kind of a lot going on here. I try to catch all the chat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sometimes I miss messages. Oh, I'm back, Amanda. But yeah, like I was saying, sometimes there's things that are borderline that are funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, it's like basically she said it, and it wasn't mean, and it wasn't particularly sexist, right? So I think if one of the boys said that, though, then it'd probably be a little more on the other side of the tape. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And after, so I go through them and I put them into these things, and then I put them into bags. Oh, I get it now. Chicken breasts. Oh my gosh. Whatever. Y'all aren't funny anymore. Leave it to Martin to kill a joke. Fuck. The scream's gonna go down. Yesterday when he came in, the whole chat went quiet. Fuck. Hi, Goomba. Everybody says hi, Goomba. His name is Goomba. It's not Gary. It's Goomba. Gary's his last name. Goomba's his first name. Jack is heating up chicken and bananas. I like to eat chicken and bananas. Do. Yeah, blame the phone. Should we start a Dono God today or what? Like Martin's here, I could start the one for the Daphne Ojig because I know he wants to get in on that one. I'd have to math how many spots though. That could take me a second. Man, finding lots of US. I don't know. I think it's a song, Martin. There's like 2 or 3 quotes in the bot. Jack talking about chicken and bananas. And also, he likes new potatoes. I don't know what those are either. It must be an American thing. Alright, let me click in the bot and see if I can find these quotes. Yeah, and have you seen the videos where people punch things into 2 different calculators and get 2 different answers? Fuck that. You haven't seen that one, have you? You think you're smart until you use 2 different calculators and get 2 different answers. No, it wasn't fat fingers. Some made in China bullshit. It actually wasn't that. That wasn't actually the problem, but that wasn't actually the problem. I think it was smartphones. It was an Apple and an Android, and someone punched in a basic math equation, and they got 2 different answers because it processed the bed mass, like the operators, all differently. There we go. 115 and 124. There's probably more of them. I have no idea what he was talking about. I still haven't got a clear answer from him. But he says it all the time. I think it's a song. Someone said it's a song. Whoa, I just started hearing the music. I've been here 50 minutes and I just started hearing the music. 77. Martin, should we start the Donoga? You want to start that for the Daphne Ojig? So you can get in on that one? I know you said you were interested in that coin. I put it up Tuesday's auction and no one bought it, so I want to let a couple things go because I bought that the cave lion. That thing was stupid, so I want to let a couple things go to compensate for that. Wait, does that have a P on it? It does. Yeah, right. You know how long it would take to fill all those spots? It's up to Martin. If Martin wants to get in, then we'll do it. Otherwise, it can wait till Monday. Like, I know Martin was interested in that coin, so... And he's not always around to get spots, so... That's why I'm offering to do it now. I just have to look at what I listed it for, add shipping, and then divide it up by like 5 or 6. No, I don't do them during the auction. It's separate from the auction. Auctions are only auctions. I try not to do anything else with those. Auction it off again. I usually don't show things 2 weeks in a row. You know that. The Martin has spoken. Is that an 85? 95. 2006. Don't worry, Goomba, you won't win. Oh, Fervid, quote 303. That'll explain a little bit. Quote 289. Hey, random. What's going on? Welcome in. After this roll, remind me, I forgot. I would have started it this roll, or just now, what I've kind of, the quotes made me forget. I can't remember. I think the coin was 140, so it'd be, then I'd probably add, so it'd be like, what is that? It'd be about 25 spots. Unless I do $6 a spot. Should we do cheaper spots, more spots, or more expensive spots, less spots? Okay, Goomba, that's a political statement. Stop it. We were all just talking about this before you got here. It won't go over well. You'll get yourself timed out for 24 hours and you won't get any damn spots in the giveaway. Yeah, I'll keep it in your head. Martin says 5 a spot. Sometimes I do 6 and then it's less spots. Another thing that unfortunately happens when Americans send friends and family, they get charged an extra fee, which sucks. So it actually ends up being a bit more for them versus us up here in Canada. I don't understand why they do that. If I say it's the same thing, if I send friends and family to an American, I get charged an extra $2 Canadian. It's ridiculous. Not much I can do about that. Wait, is there a P? Oh, there is a P on there. This is roll number 6. The outdoor cat that you feed leftovers to. Yeah. No, it's crazy. Like, if an American sends a payment, PayPal friends and family to another American, there's no fee. If I send one to Martin or Martin sends one to me, there's no fee. But if for some reason an American sends one to me or I send one to an American, there's an extra fee just for us living on the opposite sides of an invisible magic line. It's retarded. Hey, so I don't know. I have like 4 or 5. I don't know where they are. They're around here somewhere. I found lots of interesting stuff. Nothing recently, though. Coin show in 2 weeks. Whoop, whoop. I'm halfway through my cents. I got bags that I've gone through already. I got like 5 bags of copper. And like another 15 boxes. I'm trying to get rid of it all at once though. I gotta finish getting through these last 5 boxes. I'm gonna see if old man George actually wants them all. If he doesn't come through, then you can have the copper. Got a new motor scooter this week. I was riding it yesterday. It's been a long time since I've seen a gas-powered skateboard. Yeah, it's got motors and it scoots me around. Motor scooter. Alright, let's let me figure this out. So at 140, I should add 15 for shipping and handling. This 155. Let's see. I swear I clicked it. I shouldn't even click this. Electric motors are more powerful than any comparable size gas-powered motor. What are you talking? Why are you trying to check for updates? Fuck off with that, buddy. You stupid fucking fuck off. What is all this shit? Bullshit. Fuck off. I cost a lot more than that. So we can have 31 $5 spots or 25 $6 spots. Yeah, it's off of because the old power jackhammers were like that. They're just like the diesel pile drivers. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a 2-cycle. But any electric motor the size of a 49cc motor is going to be way more powerful than a 49cc motor. I'm not even sure. Where's the manual? Let me see how many watts this thing is. Does it say? $1,400 watts. So what is that? See, so now you're saying 6. First he says 5, then he says 6. It's usually better with less spots. It fills faster. Yeah, that's how fast this electric one goes, and it's a low-powered entry-level board. So 1,400 watt motor to horsepower. So the board is 1.877 horsepower. Just off a quick Google search. Which is pretty crazy. A 2 horsepower skateboard. Cause I'm like not even a pony. So I'll show you the coin. We're gonna do, it should actually be 26 spots, but I'm just gonna do 25. It's a better number. Yeah, they're not legal here either. I don't care. Some of the electric bikes that I see people riding on is crazy. The city needs to go after the sellers. Like those Veron, those huge Veron dirt bike. It's only a bike if it has pedals. There's a lot of people on actual scooters that don't have pedals. They're not e-bikes. And then they're only supposed to go a certain speed. I think all of those things, everyone should be required to be licensed. And to get the license, you have to do like, just like with the driving a car, you have to understand basic rules of the road and all that bullshit. And then they should also have to get their bikes inspected so they can check that it's got pedals. And like, oh, the amount of people I see on those bikes with no lights and they're wearing all black at night. Like, I can't tell you back in the day how many times I got pulled over for not having a light on my bicycle, like an actual bicycle. And you got people on these high-speed scooters going around the roads in the middle of the road at night with no lights. Like, all of them should be required to be licensed. That way, if they get stopped and they say, "Can I see your bike license, please? Your e-license?" And you say, "License? What license?" "Oh, you don't have a license." Boom, ticket. Just automatic ticket, right? That way it gives you a foot in the door to crack down on all of that. And I know it impinges on freedom and all that bullshit and whatever, but like, it's getting out of hand here in this city. The drivers hate the bikes hate the drivers, and the roads need to be shared. And like, if they're required to get licensed, which requires them to know the rules of the roads and pass like a little road test and just whatever, charge a fee. Like, I can't even remember, does driver's license have fees like to get the license and all that? I don't know. Just make it a similar process, you know, and then you have a reason to go after them. Or you like, but then I don't know, maybe they'll want to start pushing like insurance and all of that shit. Maybe they should. Like, the amount of times I'm walking on a sidewalk and one of those things come at me full speed, and it's like, I think in my head, let me put my shoulder into this guy and body check him, but then I'm like, wait, the mass of him plus the scooter going into me, let me just step out. Like, it's just, yeah. So I'm gonna do a donation giveaway for this one. It's gonna be 25 $6 spots. PayPal, friends, and family. My board is 1,400 watts. I just read it. That's the coin. It's 2025 $20 fine silver folk singer Daphne jig. 1 ounce, 31.39 grams. So it's like 1.001 gram or troy ounces or something like that. $20 face value jig. I'll turn on the command for that. I have a command for this. Let me find it. And I'll make a spreadsheet and I'll start filling the spreadsheet. There we go. And the skateboards, it's illegal to ride a skateboard on the sidewalk and in the road. So where am I supposed to ride? Only on the bike trails? Some bullshit. I'd fight that all the way to court if I ever got in trouble for that. Yeah, I've live streamed while on my skateboard and I'm just white lining past all the traffic. Our friend in the chat, Jack Galman, he said, "Oh, I'm just watching to see a car open the door on you." Sheets. Thanks, Martin. Why isn't this loading? There we go. Let me find the last dono ga, and I will copy this. So I guess I'll keep some of you in here because some of you are probably going to send again. Jack, you want to get in on this one? Jack, it's a native coin. Kind of the reason I'm doing it now is because Jack's here and Martin expressed interest in buying this coin. But the mint raised their price and so did I. Not really, but people might hate you if you win, but they'll laugh at you if you lose. And to me, it doesn't bother me because it just happens faster, so I don't mind. I'm just making a spreadsheet for this. So then we'll have 10 of 25 full. I'm going to send Jack a text. I think he said he was going to do his food. Where is he? I'm doing a dono ga for a native silver coin. It's filling up fast. Oh, he is there. I'm still sending it. It's PayPal friends and family. Please don't send it incorrectly. I don't want to have to sign into PayPal and refund people. In the notes, it should have that in the thing. In the notes, put your YouTube channel name, please. So most of you I know. If I don't know you, please put your name in the thing. All right. Goomba is correct. Got that. Martin is correct. Got that. If I don't know you, please put you should still put dono ga in your YouTube thing because then it lets me know. All right. So I'm just working on the spreadsheets. This is the coin. I really wanted to keep this one. There's a lot of things I have right now that I want to keep, but I bought that coin from the Germania Mint, and boy, was that thing not cheap. So it has me wanting to let a couple things go because of that. You know, like I was already kind of over what I should have spent recently, and then that coin came out. So there's a coin show coming up in a couple weeks, and I'd like to have money to spend when I go, you know, so end up seeing something and not have the funds to get it. That'd suck. Or like a new coin comes out from the mint and I don't have it, so just trying to make sure I got you for a bid for 5. Thank you. What did I just do? I suck at spreadsheets. So 16 spots are full. There's 9 spots left. Yeah, the Germania is nice. This is expensive. Once I saw that the mintage was low, I was like, yeah, okay, I gotta get this. Thank you, Jack. I got you. Might even fill up today, and we'll, I mean, it looks like there's only a few spots left. If it fills up today, we'll do it today. 2, 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 spots left. Okay, so let me put the date on here. This is today is 28th March 26, Canada 2025. Daphne, learn to spell. Daphne, I think that's how it's spelled. Yep. Oh, jig. And it is 6 a spot, 25 spots. What's going on with this keyboard? So many coins on my desk, it's not. Did the batteries die? Nope, just being weird. And okay, let me up. Oh shit. Fuck, hold on, make a copy. I do this a lot. I open an old spreadsheet and then I change it before making a copy. So now let me save this. And then undo all the changes. Daphne, oh, jig. What? Oh, okay, make a copy. And now I have to go back to this one and undo all the way back to how it was. There we go. Close that. Oh no, why didn't it? Okay. And then change. Wait, why didn't it? What's okay? What's happening here? Hold on. File open. Okay, I see what I did. It's Goomba's fault. There we go. $6 a spot, 25 spots, 19 spots are full, 6 spots left. So if it fills up, how come it truncated that? Where do I merge these cells? Merge. There we go. You just told everyone. It's not a whoops. I put people's email there. That column is usually hidden. I don't know. Some folks have different emails. Hi, Isaiah. So there's 6 spots left. If it fills up today, we'll do it today. So as people come in, let them know what's happening. I guess I'll pin a comment. 2025, 1 ounce, Daphne, jig. colorized fine, $20 fine silver coin, $6 per spot. PayPal friends and family. Come. I'm gonna get some water. Hey, it's not as bad. Some people will fucking show your picture all over the place, eh? 12 people watching, 11 likes. Thank you very much. Alright, so that's the giveaway. I'm gonna get back to hunting coins. If new people come in, let them know what's up. If they ask, it's pinned at the top. But did I pin it? I think I pinned it. So we got 6 spots left. And then I'll do a wheel. We could do a wheel or a duck race. We'll see how I feel. The wheels take longer. I might not be in a wheel kind of mood at the end of the stream. We might just do a duck race. And I suppose second place can get an uncirculated toonie. And a photo card. Because we have the toonies with that also. Well, it was nice while I had you. It's a really nice coin. It was one that I was gonna keep, but like I said, I got that really expensive Germania mint coin, and just I gotta sell a couple things now because of that. Not that I'm broke, it's just, yeah, that shit wasn't cheap. Look it up. It wasn't user issue, Amanda. Someone where I work was complaining about their other job. They're only supposed to work 35 hours a week, and she's saying she worked like 50 hours this week, and I'm like, well, you're doing it. Like, that's something you should be complaining about, like, a lot. Like, why are you, like, I don't know. You won't catch me doing all that. I mean, I do a little bit, but not like that. Let me see if I have any more of these plastic rolls. Chat got quiet. Man. These are nickels. I guess this will work for now. Thanks, Fossilbot. At least I know you're still there. -2. I think it's about +2 here. It's my oldest find in this box. I guess that's where I was. Running out of space here. A PayPal department? I wonder if they're gonna try and flag me or call me. Thanks, Martin. It was good streaming with you earlier. Have a good night. Yeah, thanks for the thing. Your bank. Like just now? Your bank. Oh, because you're. Okay, PayPal goes that. Okay, your PayPal. Okay. That's different. hey, at least they're staying on top of it potentially. I've had my bank where they're not even paying attention to shit, and it, like, freaking annoying. Like, for a long time, I didn't even use a card because there were such morons over there. But then there was something, I needed something from the government, and they only took cards, so I had to get a card. I think it was the last time I went to get a passport. They only took cards, so I had to get a card. But this was a really long time ago, and I had multiple bank accounts, so it didn't affect me fully. But while I was at work, I have to use biometrics to sign into this particular workplace, right? Like, I clock in and clock out, so I'm there. And while I was at work, and I don't think I had a car at the time, someone in another city drained my bank account. And it was multiple transactions. And it's crazy. I guess if I rewind back up before that, there was, I remember, I think 3 occasions where I went to use my card, like to buy groceries or pay for something. Like, I'm on a date, I go to pay for the food at the restaurant, my card gets declined. I have no warning, no indication. The following day, I call the bank. They're like, oh yeah, your card was used somewhere where we suspect there was fraudulent activity, so we deactivated your card. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you could have let me know, right? Like, what if that was the only way I had to pay and I'm at a restaurant? Like, I'm fucked in that situation. Thankfully, I had another way to pay, and it was embarrassing nonetheless. So that had happened like 3 times, and I wasn't scammed to anything. But then one time, I'm fast forward back, I'm at work, and my card did get skimmed somewhere, and I don't even know where it happened, because I've always thought I was very careful and cautious about all of this. And this is like 20 years ago now that this happened. So, I mean, the technology, the skimming technology, so this wasn't even a tap, or like, you know, the technology and the skimmers they're far more prevalent, and they've come a long way as far as how like covert they are. So again, I gotta use biometrics and clock into my work. I'm at work, and while I'm at work, over the course of, I think, a day, someone withdrew everything from my account and it didn't get flagged. And then I had to fight the fucking bank to get my money back. It was a pain in the ass. They have deposit insurance, and I had to fight to get my money back. It was ridiculous. In the end, they wanted me to file a police report in the town where the money was taken. So I had to take a day off work to travel to another fucking town at my expense to go and see the police, to file the police report. And I'm at the police, and the police are like, you can't file a police report. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, well, what does it say on the back of your card? And I'm like, I don't know. He says, read it. The card says property of the bank. He goes, right? So the card is the bank's property, right? And where did the money come from? Came out of a machine that's property of the bank. So I wasn't the one defrauded. The banks were the one that was defrauded. It was their property, right? The police, I can't file any kind of report in that situation. The bank has to file a report. The bank refused to file a report and insisted that I file a report. So I'm at the police station in another town. I'm talking to the fucking manager at the bank. I'm like, I can't file a police report. And I say to the detective, could you please talk to them? Because they're not listening to me. So finally, the police talks to the manager at the bank and says, he can't file a police report. There's no such thing. So the bank, they make me file a citizen's report. And the detective says, as soon as you give us that paperwork, we're going to file that away and we're not going to do anything. And he says that to the bank, and the bank says, okay. So they made me travel all the fuck the way to another town to file a citizen's report just to get my money back that was scammed. And I remember after that, I didn't use a card for I think a decade, until I had to get my passport renewed, and they would only take debit cards and credit cards, and I don't think I had a credit card at the time. It was before I had a credit card or something. There was a while I didn't have a credit card either. I got really tired of plastic. Yep. Real pain in the ass. And I remember a lot of my automated payments were coming out of that bank account, and then a couple of them ended up, because it took a while for the bank to get the money back, and I couldn't fucking connect. This is like 20 years ago. Things weren't as quick as they are now. Like, you had to get forms and submit the forms, and it would take a couple days to set up your automated banking payments and all this bullshit. So everything was already set up, and I ended up getting a bunch of NSF fees and bullshit, and I ended up losing an insurance courier because of it, and like, or something, because it was like, oh, it was such a fucking nightmare, bro. Like, fuck. I can't even remember which one you reminded me of all that bullshit. And what's crazy is, like, that place is actually better than like, I've been with all of the big banks, and that one is actually better than all the other ones, which is like, I know it's hard to believe, but what a fucking royal pain in my backside. And I remember I ended up asking my workplace, I explained it to them. I was like, yeah, this is what happened. Can I get an advance? I ended up having to take an advance to pay for shit. And like, oh my gosh. I think it took like, I can't remember how many weeks to get my money back. Some bullshit. Yeah, good night, everyone who is leaving. 6 spots left in the the Dono Ga. Goomba's not going anywhere. It's still early. Good night, Amanda. Good night, Furvid. Everybody's saying good night, so I'm going to say good night to all the people saying good night. Who all said good night? I don't like how close this is to my face. I was at a new market this week, and I saw them, and I don't know if it's because like the display case was up on the counter and the counter was right in my face, but when I got home, I swear the tart was smaller than what I remember in the store. And now I don't want to go back there. From work, yeah, I get those from time to time. I better not get these mixed up. Let me put this up here. I thought you were leaving, Amanda. Whoops. Let me put these. This is why I got a flag. I don't know what's creaking in this chair, but it's not the part that was creaking before. It's really annoying. This is roll number 8. 6 spots left in the donation giveaway. Gonna have a duck race or a wheel. Someone will get that. I don't have any nickel books. But I can get them from the coin shop. I could get like 10 partial nickel books and make like 2 complete nickel books. It's not that hard. Nickels are not high on my list of things that I'm looking for. Like I said, I went with that nickel collection I had last weekend. I went through all of my nickels. You know those round cigarette tins I have? Both of them were full of rolls of nickels, and now I only have one of those tins full of rolls. I got rid of half of my nickels. It's not something I need. It's like, why am I keeping all these things? Especially when there's like so much circulation damage on some of them. I kept a few from each year, and then there was some, I don't know why, 64 and 65. I have like multiple rolls of near BU coins, so I'll have to go through those one day and be a little more scrutinous about what I keep. But I did a quick pass through them all, and I'm happy that I've got it narrowed down. I went through my quarters recently too. I do need to do a second pass through all of my quarters because I have too many rolls, like bank rolls of commemoratives, that need to get rid of them. And then hopefully this week I'd like to get through my loonies. I got too many loonies, those 150th anniversary of the Supreme Court. Yeah. I gotta go through those and get rid of them. They take them, Goomba, or do you have to just hide them in your US nickels? Canadian banks here don't accept US coins. I think if they know it's in there, they're supposed to reject it, but if you hide it, like just roll it in with the Canadian stuff and they don't see it, they'll take it. But when they notice it, they're supposed to remove it and I guess they probably get like a whole bunch and cash it all together or something. I got one place where I can bring US coins. I re-rolled all of my US cents from the fuck it bucket. It took a while. About $100 in US cents. I did that this week. It took a long time because since I wasn't just re-rolling them, I was looking at all of the dates to separate the copper and the zinc, which was time consuming. I should move this scope into a better spot. Now it's in my way. No, it's, let me, if I do it like this maybe, and then I can turn this like this. That should do. Yeah, that's better. I only know one place and I'm not telling. I'm pretty sure that's just because it's me. Six spots left in the Donoga. 6 spots left. (2006) no P, non-magnetic. 2006. no P, non-magnetic. '81, '96, 2006, 2008, 2009, 89. It's a shiny 89. I'll put that on the board. Roll 9. I think there was a show in Chatham this weekend. I think it's Chatham. It's supposed to be pretty nice tomorrow. I try and go for a skate somewhere. I don't know where. After church. Oh, tomorrow, no, Monday. I never did go check out the winter stations. I don't know. I haven't really liked those art installations since they got super woke. There used to be a lot more of them. The art, that is. This year there was only 5. I swear there used to be like 8 of them. Probably died off after COVID. So I heard Stephen Colbert is writing the new Lord of the Rings. I'm sure it will be great. What could go wrong? Oh, the originals are awesome. It's like one of the best movies. But they're probably gonna like Star Wars and Snow White it. I don't know how they can have so many good IPs and just ruin it all. The first 3 are great. Everything after that, not so much. Oh my gosh. Don't even remind me of that bullshit. What the fuck, bro? Like, they had so many ways they could have gone with that. They could have brought back the old folks while they were still around, and then brought in like the next generation. They had the old timers come back so that all of us would have been like, hey, let's go watch this, and then show like the new generation, and they all work together and they teach them about all the paranormal bullshit. And holy fuck, no, let's just go full all balls freaking in the ghost trap, full pussification. Don't get me started. Boy, they fucked that shit up, man. Holy shit. Amanda, have you seen the original Ghostbusters and the fully pussified Ghostbusters? Can we get some of your thoughts on that? I need some opinions from an opposite gender. Oh my god, I'm getting anxiety trying to keep myself calm right now. Well, you should watch the original and then watch the new one and then report back. Woosah. Yep. So, okay, let them keep losing billions. Jokers, they'll learn eventually. Six spots left, 6 spots left. Can we get rid of that? Can we get rid of the glare? 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 Oh, come on. Less glare. Less glare. Less Ric Flair. Come on. Less Ric Glare. Please. 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 Okay, good enough. Don't be like other channels. And unless your roles are crimped, especially, don't do it. You know what's crazy? You see like what I'm doing right now with the Dono Ga? There's a channel that sells rolls, which is like offering rolls like that. That's Gamba, right? That channel for years has been going around behind my back and talking shit about me, saying, oh, he's doing Gamba, he's doing Gamba. There's no fucking difference between what I do and what he does. And we're in different countries doing different things, so just fucking cross your legs and tuck your balls and shut up. Fucking guy. People seem to enjoy your channels. Don't copy other channels. People watch you because what you do is different. I used to sell boxes of toonies and I got tired of that real quick. I have a list of people here who bought boxes and you're guaranteed to get a certain amount of coins, and we'd look for the glowing one, and yeah, I might have taken those streams down. I don't do much coin roll hunting aside from these cents that I'm trying to get through. This is roll number 10. 2 hours to get through 10 rolls. Holy shit, I'm moving slow today. I'd like to do at least 15 rolls, and then that's all together 25 rolls, 10 on Martin's channel, 15 here, half a box. Is a pretty good amount. Be nice to hang out a little longer, try and fill all the spots. If it's not pointed. 2007, 11, 7. Damn, you're slow. These are like the easiest things to fill. 2008. Oh, I know. He's gotta get out the crimping machine and make sure he loads the rolls indiscriminately. My bad. Goomba, you know, have you ever watched him? He just keeps recrimping the same box over and over again and streaming it. He's gonna get tired of me saying that eventually. Yeah, he got a multi-$1,000 crimping machine to rig a couple YouTube videos. One, 2004, 20, 2003, P magnetic. You know what? I might try. No, I want to. I gotta remember the next coin show. It happens at the Toronto Reference Library, and they have 3D printers, and you can print stuff. So when I go to the coin show in 2 weeks, I should bring something. Like I want to 3D print a coin pinger, a pocket pinger, and just set it to print before I go into the coin show, and then they'll be done printing hopefully by the time I leave the coin show, and I can pay for my print, and boom, I got a copper mixed in here. Do that sometimes. 62. 6 spots left. 6 spots left. I should put a post-it note on that says "Win me." Filled up pretty quick. Thank you, everyone. I know it only takes a couple more people and it will be full. There's a website. I know they're not cheap. I was making one out of a clothespin, but then I don't know. I guess if I put another 15 minutes into it, I could probably finish it. It's not that hard. Oh wow, that's nice. Look at that ender. And then this one's pretty old too. Do that roll last. AG was telling me that they're red. You know, brown is dark orange, so I don't know why people say red. It's orange. That's red. That's orange. Yeah, I didn't, and someone was asking me, what do you mean red? Yeah, A Surfer was asking me what I mean red. Really, they're orange. Because brown is dark orange. Whoops. This one, they're bright. Like, I think there are ones that are kind of reddish. turn it into Butterfingers. A couple of nice 12s in here. I try to keep all the nice 12s because that's the last year of the small cent. 2006 has an error. Variety. Alright. Let me get this. I'm gonna put a post-it note on that so people, if they come in, they can be like, how can I win that? Why did it go out of focus? Hello? That's annoying. I don't understand. Goomba! Thank you! Fuck! That's not true. Lies. It's definitely more than that. There we go. Well, it's not a win. You make a donation and I give something away. Cause rules. I wanted to keep that one, but there's others I want to keep even more than that one, so. Yeah, I wasn't going to stream today, but I had everything set up from streaming with Martin. The pennies were out, so and I want to get through them. This is box 5 of 10. I've seriously been contemplating doing my content more along the lines of how coinrollhunting does his, like his recent video that he just posted, you know. It's probably easier, like honestly. But then there's stuff like this where like I wasn't planning on doing a dono ga and boom, I'm streaming and I can do a dono ga, you know. So like live streaming, you have that flexibility to do stuff like that. I streamed a lot this month though. I remember at the beginning of the month I wanted to stream every day. Too challenging. I still need to find more time to work on my bot. Where do you get the stuff for your bot? Like, what is your resource for learning that? There's another nice 12. Not great, but it's the last year, so I put them together. I should probably start giving those away. I'm sure people would like those. use ChatGPT. I tried using different bots. None of the bots ever. Well, what I'm trying to do is pretty complex though. So, and I remember I signed up for a services free for 30 days, and it's probably just about to expire. I didn't really use it like I should have. I need to read the manual, and like the manual that comes with StreamerBot, the documentation is the most thorough, in-depth way to learn it. And then learn C# on top of that. And then if I have issues, then go to video tutorials and or one of the chat bots. But I tried using the chat bots to do what I was doing, and I just wasted a couple days, like full days. Like when I say a day, I mean like 8 hours trying to use the chat bot and get the different shit I wanted to work. In the end, everything that's there is just what I did on my own, and that's what I need to continue doing. I just need to set aside another day to sit down and go through the documentation and probably flowchart what I'm trying to do, and then figure it out on my own. Like what I'm trying to do, no one else has really done what I'm trying to do with the bot. So that doesn't help either. I thought about integrating an AI into it, but that costs money. And that could give some weird responses. $51 is still the oldest I've found. This is roll number 22. 75. That's a nice 78. Not really. I have full red rolls of 78. I'm going to be so happy when all these cents are gone. They take up so much space. I'm going to keep the one box of bankrolled coins. I think I might try and auction that one. Goomba, would you buy a full box? It's stamped like 2012 and their original bankrolls back when the banks were taking them and or I don't know, could have been, I think it's stamped from a bank. I'm thinking about selling that box as is to someone. Like it's an unsearched box of machine wrapped rolls from 2012. I had like 5 or 6 of them, and it never crossed my mind to just keep them as they were. I opened all the rolls and searched them. Like I have a box that's like that, crimped in these white rolls. I might put it on eBay. That sounds fun. I'd love to have StreamerBot capture people's numbers when I play bingo. I know it's possible. And then just automatically populate it into the list in the middle of the screen. It's 100% possible. That's a nice 83. And then people can't argue. It just does. You put your number in and it goes there automatically. You can't say I missed you. No changing your number. 6 spots left, 6 spots left. Oh, we've got a few 2012s. This one's not so nice. Maybe I'll put that in the pig. Where's your slot? There you go. Yeah, I tried ChatGPT, and there's another one that's better for coding. I can't remember the name of it right now. But yeah, I've tried a couple different bots. There's one that's specifically for programming. No. None of them got me where I needed to be. And just because I don't know enough about a streamer bot in C#, I'm not getting anywhere. Like if I plug it in and it doesn't work, it's over. I'm sure it would help write 98% of the code, but if I don't know the code to debug it, then not going to get anywhere. And it's probably been 3 weeks now since I've sat down and tried to do anything on the bot. It's just a matter of doing it. It's one reason I need to stream less, so I can put time into that. But the next thing I need to do with my free time is get tonight and tomorrow's get everything ready to mail. It was cold and wet this week, so I didn't get to ship anything. The weather's looking promising on Monday, but we're supposed to get a little bit of rain. As long as it doesn't rain too early, like if it doesn't rain until the afternoon, I can get everything dropped off on Monday, which will be good. Really want to get all that stuff out. Goomba, Emo, and SkyQuest have stuff going out. I like to mail Dandy Dave's stuff, but he asked me to just leave it in a mailbag. I mean, if that's what he wants. I don't like stuff sitting too long. He knows. I talked to him since then. He said he wants to get more stuff, so he wanted the mailbag. I said, okay, that's fine. It's small. It's just a little bubble mailer. I'd like to ship it. Because it's been probably a month now. I don't like to have stuff sit that long. Oh, that's beautiful. I already have a full roll of those. Jack, did you look into the payment? A missed opportunity to plug the weekly streams, though. That's okay. I videoed it. When I show my video, I'm gonna go, look how awesome this is. It's so awesome. Fervid bought it. Go look. Reverse link. Promote you instead. That's fine. It's yours. You do whatever you want with it. Oh, what are we coming up to? April? I'm going to do weekly sales for April, but if come the first week of May, so like this year I've been averaging 2 to 3 buyers, so I guess 2.5 buyers would be the average, and I've been selling about half of the lots. If end of April, it's just the same. Like if it picks up, I'll continue doing weekly through May. But if it continues on that same trend where it's 2 to 3 buyers and half of the stuff selling, I'm probably going to switch to doing only twice a month in May, first and last week of every month. It's too much work every week to just be selling. I mean, I'm grateful for it, don't get me wrong. And then when I do the auctions, it'll be a longer stream with more items. And it'll be first and last week of every month around the time people have money. And then that way it will also give me the opportunity to pop up on other days, like maybe a Thursday or a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday, and see how that goes versus always being on Tuesday. I like the idea of doing it on Tuesday because that's when people remembered I was doing it, and you know, there aren't too many other people that do sales on Tuesday, but there's a couple other large content creators that have started doing regular series on Tuesdays, which are pulling a lot of people not away from me, but into what they do. So, but yeah. So we'll see if it picks up to where it was last year. I'll keep going weekly, but it's not that it's yeah, I think I explained myself well enough. I don't need to keep repeating myself. Especially going into summer. I don't want to burn myself out. The main thing is, like, the stuff that doesn't sell, it ends up sitting for a couple months before I show it again, and it's a compounding issue. The stuff takes up a good amount of space, you know. When most things was selling, that was fine. I go get more and most of it sells, and I go get more and most of it sells. But when half of the stuff is just sitting, it's yeah. I mean, it's not a problem per se, but I almost rather just have a longer auction with more items infrequently, I think, because it's like pretty much all the same. I thought you were gonna do the quarters. I appreciate you, Goomba. It's nothing to do with you. It's just, you know, it could be because silver is up. It could be because the price of everything is up. Money doesn't go as far. People don't have as much to spend. Like I said, I've been getting 2 to 3 buyers, and I think, like, if I had 5 to 6 buyers, I'd be damn near selling out, right? So I don't know how to cross that bridge. I just keep streaming on Tuesday. Like, it's like I say, I should do a lot more shorts and videos. Just every time I get a new coin, like how Fervid did a video, a short and a wide video on the snowflake coin. Like, I should have already had a video of that up, and a video of this coin here. I should have a video every time I get a coin. I should just do a video. I have enough coins where every day I could be posting a video like that. And then if I do that, those are gonna find their way around the YouTube, and people are gonna come in and subscribe, and it would just grow. But I don't know. I just gotta develop the discipline to start doing that, I guess. I really dislike editing videos. There was another one, I forget the name of it. Shoot, I wanted to tell you. Not Pirate Ship, but ShipStation is the other one. Yeah, I hate editing videos. If I can sit down and film it in one take, it's like, so a lot of the coins I shipped out recently, I filmed all of them, but I didn't talk over. I just showed the coin. I just showed the coin and made sure to show the coin as best as I can under the camera on a black background. But now I have to copy all of those from this computer to this computer to edit them, and I have to write a script and talk about them and then upload it, and it's just like, geez. So I think next time I'll probably just try and talk over it in the first place. As soon as it requires me to do any level of editing, I just say fuck it. Like, there's some awesome content I filmed last year. High Park, Tommy Thompson Park, downtown Toronto, and there was one I was recording, and I went to check the time, and it interrupted the recording, and it ended up becoming 2 recordings, and because of that it has to be edited, and I just couldn't be bothered. Yeah. Yeah, but I've been thinking like this right now, what I'm doing, I've been thinking about doing it kind of like how CAD coinrollhunter does, you know. film it on the phone, or even with this setup, and just, can I pause when I'm recording like this? It doesn't look like I can. I swear there used to be a pause. Oh, maybe it does. I don't remember. If there's a pause feature, that'd be handy. I watch some. I leave a comment and drop a like. It's a lot of the same. But his channel got big doing that, so you gotta look at that, right? Yep. I try to watch my fellow Canadians. I might call it at 15 rolls, starting to feel a bit sore. 74 US. Where's the US coins? This is them. No, that's not them. Am I getting shit mixed up here? Probably. There's always a way. Let's get you back in close here. Amanda, what did you have for dinner with your chicken titties? I think I'm gonna make some pasta. I got some beef tortellinis. Actually, I got pizza too. I might, I don't know. See, they're gonna, yeah, maybe pizza, it's easier. 62. Yeah, I'm starting to just feel sore. So I might call it at 15 rolls. How long I've been here? 2 hours is a while to sit. Maybe I just need to stretch my legs. Gamba, gamba, gamba. $2,002. Jack, which nickels do you need? I need to know. I'm not trying to hold on to those forever. Where's my list of US cents that I need? Those are weird numbers, Jack. Sounds delicious. I think I'm gonna have pizza because that's the easiest. One is a pizza bun. I'm gonna throw extra toppings and cheese on it, and then I also have everything to make a second pizza. Eat something greasy. That's not what I want. File open. Oh, missing Lincoln cents. Not missing the 95. Oh. That's the daughter that lives in your front yard? That's awesome. 99. I have one more roll after this. And it's getting late. I should go eat. Starting to hurt from being. I've been sitting pretty much since I was streaming with Martin. I was gonna go for a walk after, and I looked at the temperature, and it's just cold. Oh, heck no. 6 more spots, 6 more spots. Might do a short stream. Well, no. If I get all my shipping done tomorrow, maybe a short stream to try and get the last 6 spots, but it'll most likely be on Monday after I get everything dropped off. Like right now, I should be working on Shipping and sorting sellable items. Yeah, I wasn't planning on streaming today. Martin sent me a message in the morning, and then I joined him, and then everything was set up. So I said, let me get through half of this box. 65. Jack might be lagging. I didn't get a reply. I should keep these older ones aside. 85. 83. 2004. Ooh. See, compared to this one looks red. Or, I mean, they'd call that red. To me, that's orange. I think that's how that works. Yeah, those are the only ones you need? You're not getting those from me for under $100. And I'm pretty sure Goomba will outbid you. Of course, everybody needs those. Is that all you need? Like, oh my gosh. And I put aside all those other ones. Man, whatever. I don't want to say I wasted my time, but guess I should have asked you first. That would have saved me a little bit of time. One more roll. You can just type it here. I'll check now at the end of stream. It's only going to take a little while. I have one roll. I'll put them in a bag for you. But you don't have a mail bag right now because, yeah. That's a nice one. Put that aside. American. 93 American. A lot of Americans here. 2002. 2006. No P, non-magnetic. Americans in this roll. 2004 American. Ooh, first international, like outside of North America. España. American. No, it's a 2-cent euro. It's not a dime. It's a 2018. What you talking about? American. I'm speed running this last roll. It's all Americans. 87 American. I gotta re-roll the Americans too. 2005. No P, non-magnetic. Another American. Nice. 82, 98. It's 92 American. Wait, how did this end up here? I have a partial roll here somehow that I... 89 American. 72 American. 86 American. 82 American. 86. Anyone watch any good movies or shows lately? Someone told me about a series the other day and I wanted to watch it and I forgot the name of it. Alright, I have a partial roll here I somehow overlooked. You got like a couple minutes, Jack, to type that in the chat and I'll check now. 77. Sopranos. I remember watching that on VHS. That's a nice 2012. It's beautiful. I think I'm gonna start watching the Chit Show on YouTube. Yeah, the originals are good. Really good. Like the CGI has aged well. Like there's a super mix of season 1, so probably gonna have it queued up. And 61, so that's all of that. Jack, you grabbing your list or what? I'll wait a couple minutes, but I'm not gonna wait forever. I should have put more spots in the thing, then that would have given me some extra GoPro money. See what all of this is. Alright, if you're not paying attention, then I'm just... How's what? That's so off topic. Why is that even in there? I mean, I was hoping for that a couple. I think you're lagging, brother. Good night, John Chum. Also, like, I'm at the end of stream right now. Was hoping you'd, like I asked a couple rolls back. I don't know if you're lagging. Wait, why are these here? These are super shiny. I might put these here for now. Okay, 5s are full. 92, 10, 4, 20. That's a lot. I see you, brother, but I mean, I'm just curious if you're lagging. It's been a couple minutes since I asked you for those numbers. Because I was going to go through the roll basically now. I can give you a couple minutes, otherwise, yeah, maybe just email. But then if you email it, I might not get around to it right away. That's why I was going to do it now, because then it gives me the opportunity to get rid of them. You've said that twice now, my friend. I got a couple minutes I can wait for you. What are all of these? Are these just... These look like toners. mean, I'm not trying to press you. What is this roll? Oh, you know what? If it's there, that must have been an error. I don't see them on the bot. And I don't see them on the YouTube chat. Sure you pressed enter? You know what, if these are separate, oh yeah, wait, let me see this. Yeah, that's why these are in here. I better slow down here. These are errors and toners. Shit. Let me double check this. Yeah, that's got something weird. Wait, is that just... No, it's just a carbon spot. I don't think that's anything. I don't know why that... Let me... So what was this other roll? So it's not a lot of dates. I'm gonna call them out, and if it's one you need, you type that year in the chat. Okay, I'm gonna go through this once. Are you ready? Let me know when you're ready. Why are these all in different orientations? That's annoying. I got 62s here. I got 63 here. I got 65 here. I got 66 here. And they're not in order either. I got 44 here. I got 45 here. I got 50 here. I got 51. I got 52. I got 53. I got 59. I got 60. Trying to go not too fast. I got 61. And I think I already showed some of these. 65. Really nice 65 actually. Got a few 65s and I got 67. So it's not many years I have here. That's all the extra years I have. And I see 53 and 59 out of all of those. I don't have modern stuff. So again, that's 62, 63, 65, 66, 44, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 59, 60, 61, and I already said 65, and 67. So, Jack put 67, you put 65, you put 53, and you put 51, where'd the 60, and you put 62, there, 267s, 265s, 253s, 151, and 262s. All of that can go back to the bank. Actually, there was a nice actually the 67 can go in the pig. So can the 65s. They're nice. Like, super nice. And that gets that dealt with. I'm really not trying to sit on all these coins. What's that? Another 65. It's wild that these all came out of a roll. Nice. Keep that one. Put that one. Not that one. Put that one. So I'll put those four in the pig. I gotta go through the pig one of these days. I'm not trying to keep everything in the pig. There's like $30 in the pig, and it never goes anywhere. It just sits there. Alright, now I need a bag. Nice, Jack. Appreciate everyone hanging out with me. If I get all my mail caught up tomorrow, I'll try and pop up hunt some more cents, but mainly just to try and fill the dono gaw. If I don't get the shipping finished, then that will be on Monday. Because it's more important for me to get the mail pack so I can drop it off on Monday than it is for me to sit here streaming. Shouldn't use this for this. I've had a lot of different coins, but I keep selling them off. Why isn't this working? I saw an interesting video. So you know, like people that work on like high voltage equipment, like not household, but like commercial and industrial, and like the power generation and like delivery network. Like they work on the high voltage stuff, like in the tens and even hundreds of thousands of kilovolts. And like that protective equipment they wear, like 100 calorie safety equipment, like the burn suits, almost, like you might call it. So they have a facility here in Toronto where like once a year they get together and they test the equipment from different companies that the power equipment providers like donate to test. And there was one company, his name's Bob's Decline, he's a lineman in Nova Scotia, and they wanted to test like whether DEET affects the efficacy of the protective equipment. Like if you're soaked in like liquid bug spray, is it gonna make your equipment like less insulating? Are you gonna end up getting fried if you're soaked in bug spray? So they got a t-shirt and they drew a line down the t-shirt with a Sharpie. They sprayed one side with DEET, they let it dry, and then they soaked it again a second time, and they put it on the mannequin, and the one side is soaked, right? Like it hasn't evaporated, it's wet, and the other side is dry. And then they put it in front of the thing. You see like a huge arc flash, makes the big sound, and like it's pretty crazy. If they're using the hook, the guy that's on the end of the hook, they showed that hook. You can't save the person if you're using the hook. And they explained it in the video. You need to have because they said, I'm sidetracking, but the people who designed the protective equipment, they had a fireman, like people who are actually always like firemen are always rescuing people. And he explained that if you're on the end of that hook, to pull the person out, you have to lean into it. But you can't get close enough to the person and lean into, because you have to lean in to pull. You're not going to lean into the arc flash. You can't get enough leverage to save the person. You need to have a long ass rope that's around your waist. So as soon as that happens, you can just fucking like tug of war the guy out of there. The hook isn't going to save anybody. The way they explained it, it made sense in my head. So they had the t-shirt on the mannequin, one side soaked in DEET. They wanted to go and test to see if it would protect them, and they wrote down the middle of the shirt with a Sharpie. They zap it with like 40 calories or however they measure like to burn. And the side with the DEET was more protected than the side that didn't have the DEET. The side without the DEET on the shirt burnt up more than the side with the DEET. But what they learned in that experiment is exactly where the Sharpie was on the shirt vaporized the line in the shirt. Whatever's in the Sharpie, the shirt just vaporized where the Sharpie was. And then the rest is like someone just took a laser and freaking burned down the center of the shirt. They're like, whoa, we didn't and they did a second one. They're like, okay, we need to confirm this. They did a second shirt exactly where the shirt, and everyone's like, holy fuck. Like, imagine you write your name on your gear with a Sharpie, and then because of that, you end up getting penetrated with a burn, because it's just gonna burn right through where the Sharpie is. Should write some stuff on my hands with Sharpie when I play Jenga, eh? But that's why they get together and they test stuff. That's how you learn, right? That was interesting. Bob's Decline is the channel. There's a lot of guys in Nova Scotia who do that stuff. There's another guy, Detour Ahead. He's in Truro, Nova Scotia. He works on the water mains. That's going to be it for this one. Jack, I got those years aside here for you. That takes care of that. 6 spots left on this one. Thank you everyone who did pick up a spot. The spreadsheet is there. Where did it go? If I have time tomorrow, that's if I finish the shipping, get all the shipping done tomorrow, I'll pop up and we'll try and fill it. 25 spots, $6 a spot. We got Martin for 5, Goomba for 6, Fervid for 5, and Jack for 3, which leaves 6 spots open. Once it's filled, we will do a wheel or a duck race. The wheels are more entertaining, but they go longer. Duck races are a lot faster. So that's that. Appreciate y'all participating in that. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I'm gonna go eat some pizza. I'll catch you in some stream somewhere sometime. Good night, Goomba. Good night, Amanda. Good night, Jack. Good night, Fervid. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Big love, friends. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Stay awesome. Bye for now. Gives it to that next time, next stream. Well, if they're still there. Thank you. Bye.